Hello and welcome to what is probably going to be the finale of Professor Layton in the Curious Village. One last episode, we tackled the 8th chapter of the game, and today we will be tackling probably the final chapter where we are going to head into the tower and try to get to the bottom of what exactly is going on in this very curious village. So, our story so far is that Layton exposes Don Paolo, the evil scientist who is posing as Inspector Kemley, to no one's surprise. His disguise now gone, Don Paolo escapes from the manor, leaving only his latex mask behind. Having outed the fiend who tried to take their lives, Luke and Layton set out to explore the tower. So let's head inside and see what mysteries await us. Yep. Looks like you solved at least 75 puzzles. Alright then, go on in the tower.
This place gives me the creeps. Plus, it's all murky in here. I can't see a thing.
Hidden? Oh my.
Ah! Oh, my head.
Luke, are you alright, my boy? No injuries, I hope.
Don't worry, Professor. I'm fine. And yourself?
Nothing a good long bath later won't solve, but more importantly, where are we?
This room is stuffed to the gills with curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor.
My word.
There are views from all over town displayed here. Don't they almost look like blueprints? And what's this? Almost every villager's name is on this wall. Professor, what if somebody is using this place to keep an eye on what's going on in St. Mystere? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place gives me goosebumps.
Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. Okay, that's just disturbing. Oh, hey! So is there a hint coin there, then? Because I've been told that if Gizmo appears, it means there's a hint coin somewhere here. There's if Gizmo shows up on the screen, it means it's either a hint coin or a hidden puzzle. But it didn't seem like anything popped up there.
Oh, what's this notebook?
Did you find something interesting?
I think so. This notebook looks like someone's been using it as a diary.
Just a little longer now. Soon this village will complete the task it was designed for. I've waited so long for this day, but as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely. I hope that at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this.
This small journal looks like it's been through a lot. All the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here.
Okay, so I guess there's no hint coin hidden anywhere near here. He keeps popping up, like, right here-ish. But I'm not finding anything. Oh, you found a puzzle-solving charm. Yeah, I just forgot about those things. What do they do, exactly? No, not the inn. We've run out of things. They're not happy with their rooms. It's whatever. So, what do these charms do? Yeah, we found two. A whopping 2 charms. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so let's keep exploring the tower, I guess. What's this? You.
You two again. What are you doing here? What are you up to?
Just a moment, sir. What are you talking about?
I knew it. You came here to steal my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniveling about every nook and cranny in town, getting in the way of my work. Now I've had it, so unless you want trouble, give me back number 38.
Please calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We are merely searching for the golden apple. Yeah, well, you could have fooled me, because this game has not been about searching for the golden apple. Neither of us know anything about this number 38 business.
Oh. Did you just say the golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple, then?
Apparently.
Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of help to us? So that's how it is, huh? What you're looking for is on the top floor of the tower. But watch out, because the puzzles in this tower are harder than a whole mess of diamond-tipped drills. I know they call you a puzzle master, but they sure you have what it takes to solve them.
Well, I've been saving up my hint coins, so I certainly hope so.
Now why would you go and tell us something like that? I bet you just want us to walk right into some sort of trap.
What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not to mention, it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple toward their goal.
Oh, so do you guide Do you guide others to a treasure which you yourself cannot possess? Or something like that?
Some mischief maker stuck into the village and had me all confused. But I think I figured things out now.
Seeing as how it's your duty and all, would you mind filling us in? What is St. Mysterio's big secret?
Alright. The name is Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time now, I've managed St. Mysterio from up here in the tower.
You've managed it?
Manage St. Mysterio? You are the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too, Luke. Do you recall the cogs we found about the village and the list of names we saw in that room? All the villagers in St. Mysterio are robots, correct?
They're the what? They're what?
What do you mean the villagers are robots? In other words, the inhabitants of St. Mysterio aren't human, but intricately constructed machines.
What? How do you draw that? Where did... What did... Oh my god.
I have to say, I'm astonished that anyone could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. You must be quite the engineer, sir.
So you created real-life, human-like animatronics that walk around on their own. I'm not gonna bother asking why. I'm sure that they'll tell us why later. But, like, really? What? There was... What? How? I'm speechless. I have no speech. This is the most how could you, that might be the biggest leap in logic I've ever seen in anything ever.
Aren't you a sharp one? I've never met you to figure out so much of the mystery by yourself.
What do you mean, sir?
St. Mysterio isn't a real town, Luke. It was constructed by Bruno and the late Baron.
How am I doing so far, Bruno?
You're right on the money. I still believe that one day a hero worthy of his fortune would come forward. He had me build a city and all who dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he hid his greatest treasure, the golden apple, away in the top floor of this tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life.
Wait, what? Wait a minute, are you telling me that he created an entire village and all the people in it with the express purpose of anticipating somebody who would come to the village searching for the golden apple, which you deliberately placed... Oh, wow, okay, this took a turn.
Remarkable, I'm amazed at how far Baron Reinhold wanted to protect his treasure. It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure. But why go through this?
Yeah, good question, Luke.
Seems I've been a little loose-lipped here. I've already said more than I should have. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Go on then, show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple.
I mean, I'll withhold final judgment until we get more information, but I mean... Wow. Okay, so... I guess my earlier theory about how they're being kidnapped and replaced was not entirely accurate. Because, like, I had a thought in the back of my head, like, okay, so they're either being replaced with, like, I never said anything about robots, so I'm not going to take credit for that. My theory was that they were being replaced with clones of themselves, or, and I guess you could extrapolate that to be, like, some sort of robotic clone. I would never have in a million years leapt to the conclusion that everybody in this town is a goddamn robot. Like, maybe, because, okay, so are you implying the robots are all made out of wooden cogs? Or, like, that's their machinery? So, it'd be one thing if, like, throughout the game there were instances where they kind of stuttered in their speech, or, you know, like, they didn't, if it was raining at one point during the game, they would all, like, get really scared of the rain and run inside, because obviously if there were the circuits would rust up if they were outside in the rain for too long. That makes sense. Little things like that. There was no build up to this whatsoever, except for the fact that there are cogs. Oh, wow. Okay, again, I'll withhold final judgment until we get to the end of this tower, or get to the top of this tower, but... Man, okay, so we gotta climb the tower, huh? So upward and onward? Oh, wait, no, we just went back outside. Okay, so where do we... So do we have to go down, then? Because it's the only place we can go. But this just takes us right back up here. Okay, so what do we have to interact with to get out of here? Up here, maybe?
Professor, look, the stairs are barred off.
Ah, this must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. It does look quite difficult. This is perfect timing, my boy. I'm in the mood for a puzzle with some meat to it.
Puzzle number 94, get the ball out 4. This puzzle's worth 70 out of 70 Picarots. Oh boy, okay. This perplexing door has a device on it that contains a small red ball in the upper left corner. If you guide the ball to the hole in the lower right, it looks like the door might open. Slide blocks out of the way and move the ball to the hole. The shortest puzzle route involves 21 moves. Okay, well, first things first, we gotta prioritize just clearing the way. Until we can clear some kind of a path getting the ball out of there, we can't do much. So, the way we're gonna do that is I'm going to drag you down here, get you out of the way, so that we can free this up. And then we'll pull this down, move this up here, so then we can slide this to the side. And then actually, no, I need to try this again, because, there's something else I can do. So, this I can hide up here, pretty easily. Actually, no, I don't want to do that, because I'm gonna need to hide, the green one up there later, because this, here, I'll just show you what I mean. So, there's 2, spaces here, which I'm guessing means we're gonna need to get the green one, the green block up there eventually. So we'll keep that there for now. I'm gonna keep the space clear. So then we'll get this over here, get the ball out here, and now that we've done this, we can slide this up here, get the yellow block out of the way. Well, okay, it's almost out of the way. So now if I do this, I can drag this down here. Okay, I guess let's hide the ball up here temporarily, so we can push this out of the way. And then if I get you back there, then we're starting to clear a path to the end here. We're starting to clear a path to the end here. So, because now if I do this, okay, I didn't go that all the way, but we can get this up here, then drag this out of the way, put this up here. Oh, actually, no, oh wait, actually, I guess I can just put this there, and then drag this up here, and then go down there. Okay, so we didn't do that in 21 moves, but it's always right at the end. I always do pretty well until, like, the end of the puzzle. That's when I start to get sloppy. Okay, so I can definitely do that in 21 moves. Were you able to get the ball to the hole without shuffling too much back and forth? They had to move the ball 2 times to reach the goal. Don't worry, figuring out how to get the goal and then fuse those moves. Interesting puzzle itself. Okay, I think I can do that.
There we are. Come on, Luke, we must press on.
Alright, lead the way, Professor. Say, Professor, there's something
he's been wondering for a while.
What is it, Luke?
When the coin for the bridge was stolen, we were sealed in the village along with Don Paolo. It could just be me, but I feel like that wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody planned it, but who?
Well, Luke, I don't have any direct evidence of it, but I wager that it was Bruno's doing.
Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that?
You remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally, Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to St. Lucia seeking that treasure. It's likely he trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we were. He wanted to see if we were worthy of the secret.
That's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us.
But who knows how Bruno saw it, Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paolo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed time to see what kind of people had entered the village.
Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to ask about that too.
Luke, we really should get started here. You can ask me your next question while we're climbing.
Okay. I can definitely do that in 21 moves. I just gotta be a little bit less sloppy, at the end. So let's try that again. So this is where we started to get sloppy. So I think if I just hide this here, bring this all the way down. That was the first mistake. The first thing was I didn't bring the ball all the way down on my first shot. So now that we've done that, I'll get this up here, out of the way, bring this up just once, hide the ball here, move this out of the way, and then get it down there. 21 moves! Yeah! Okay. Now I'm satisfied. I'm never satisfied until I can do it in the least amount of ways possible. Now I can move on with my life. Okay. Now let's back out and continue our way up the tower. Okay, so what is the deal here? Oh, is that a puzzle?
Oh, not another locked door. Whoever built this tower must enjoy watching people suffer.
Well, my boy, are you just going to stand there and complain about it?
No, leave this puzzle to me.
Oh, who's gonna solve this puzzle, is he? Alright, number 95. Oh, magic square. Ah, getting a little 999 on us, are we? With some magic square solving? Okay. You need to solve the magic square in order to proceed magic square. Yeah, I know what a magic square is. 1 and 2 have already been placed for you. Complete the rest of the square to open the lock. Okay. Well, unfortunately, there isn't really much we can do here other than just try a bunch of numbers until something eventually works. So... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use a hint coin here. I don't know how many puzzles. I'm willing to bet that there's the last puzzle is gonna be puzzle 100, because every bonus puzzle so far has been puzzles have been labeled above the number 100. So that's probably gonna be the last one. We still have a lot more to go before we get to the top of this tower. So in the interest of moving things forward, I'm not gonna just sit here all day and try to figure this out. I'm gonna now. This could be a complete waste, and the first hint could be just meaningless. But I'm hoping that it at least nudges me in the right direction, like tells me maybe one of these numbers, like maybe it gives me one number, because I just have one number to work with that makes it easier. I could sit here all day and figure it out. I did it in 999, but in the interest of keeping this moving forward at a decent pace, I'm gonna hope that we get a number out of this. If you have the patience to experiment with all 7 numbers, you'll run across the right answer eventually. On the other hand, not everyone has the patience to do this. Okay, there we go, that's what I wanted. Number 5 goes in the center space. Okay, so now that we know that, 1 plus 5, so that's 6, so 15 minus, okay, so that means 9 goes up here, and then if we combine that, 15, so 10, 11, so 4 goes there, and then combine that knowledge, that means 6 has to go here, and then and then 2, find, that's 7 here, and then, 3, 8. Yeah, so if you're upset that I used a hint coin there, I apologize, because yes, I'm aware that using a hint coin for that puzzle makes it extremely easy, because so long as you know the center, I didn't expect it was going to give me the center, but so long as you know that, the rest of it is, like, exceedingly simple. However, there's nothing, like, my ability to solve that would have been predicated on the time I spent on it, so, like, just throwing random numbers at the puzzle until eventually something worked. I did it in 999, so I just decided, well, I know how to solve it, I've solved it before, so I'm just gonna cut out the middle part of that and just skip right to the actual, like, subtraction. So, if that upsets you, I apologize, but that's what I did. I've been saving my hint coins for a reason. Excellent entering numbers aligned horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, shout out to 15. Magic squares have been around for thousands of years. The earliest record of a magic square dates back to 600 DBC in ancient China. Okay.
I got it, the door's open now.
Good show, Duke. So what was it you asked me earlier? I'm all ears now.
I wanted to know when Don Palo snuck his way into the village. It seems like he followed us here. The only way to stay mysterious through the drawbridge. Plus, I doubt Franco would let in such an obvious evil character as Don Palo.
Yes, to be honest, I still haven't quite figured out how Don Palo entered this mystery myself. It seems that after he made his way in, he tried to stay at Beatrice's inn.
Oh, so that's the man who scooped out on his bill. He figures it was Don Palo. So that weasel did himself up to look like Inspector Chimney, stuck into the mansion, and hold on, when did he kill Simon?
That's the other thing too. If they're all robots, then he's just been dismantled, I guess.
Get that element, we must keep climbing. Come along.
Okay. Alright, well let's head on up to the next level. Oh, hey there, partner.
Konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people. I thought I'd be wandering this place forever.
Hey, how did you get in here? Isn't that where you solved all those puzzles?
It just happened. Un momento. I'm wandering the sewers. Next thing I know, I'm here. I think that this isn't the local hotspot my guide I promised it would be. I'm curious. So where is it you like to go? If you go down these stairs, you could, return to the village proper. Make sure you don't fall into the large hole by the entrance. Ah, see. That should be enough information to get me there. But may I ask one more favor? All this talk of stairs has reminded me of a nasal I know. Answer it for me, por favor.
Number 96, take the stairs. Okay. You have business on the 8th floor of a 10-story building. It took you 48 seconds to make your way from the 1st floor to the 4th. If you keep moving at the same speed, how long will it take you to reach the 8th floor from the 4th? Okay, so if you start at ground level and you end on the 4th floor, that means that you have traversed 3 flights of stairs. So that means we need to divide 48 seconds by 3, and then I don't need to do this division because I just know it's 16. So it takes you 16 seconds to go up 1 single flight of stairs. Now to go from the 4th floor to the 8th floor, that means you have to go through the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. You have to climb all those stairs, so that's 16 times 4. Which is up here for, okay, so that's a total of 64 seconds.
There we go.
There we go. Indeed. Okay. You're right, going from the 1st to the 4th floor means you've climbed a total of 3 flights of stairs. Going from the 4th to the 8th floor means you have to go up an additional 4 flights of stairs. You could have just taken the elevator.
Grazie, now I'm ready to go back to the village.
Okay, bye. Are you a robot too? Or are you a tourist? I don't... So, is every single person here... I don't... this... Okay. We're just gonna withhold judgment.
What a strange fellow. Professor, do you suppose that man is human?
I believe so. He's an old one, though, isn't he? I've never seen an explorer with such a poor sense of direction. Stranger still is how he entered St. Mystere. I don't think even he knows how he did it. Perhaps his presence yesterday was another reason why Bruno felt compelled to hide the crank.
Okay, well... There's my email notification, that sound effect, so I guess I'll have to check my email after this. But, climb the tower, alright, let's keep on going up. Another puzzle over there.
It seems to be faced with another puzzle lock, Luke.
Oh, I meant to ask you, but I wondered what that explorer has attracted me. How did Simon, you know...
On a good time, my boy. First we need to solve this puzzle here. It looks to be quite the challenge.
Puzzle number 97, Princess in a Box 1. Tired of leading a sheltered life, the princess is trying to escape her castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out the exit to the right. Her freedom depends on you. Can you do it? Okay, so this is a different type of the solve the get the ball out. It's, instead of getting the ball out, we're getting the block out this time. So interesting. Okay. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to move these here so that we can. I guess it doesn't really get me anywhere because I still can't. I guess I can move the whole. Like if I move the red to the right, I can move the whole thing back, like from the top and the bottom. I could also try to sneak it underneath. So like if I get these up here, oh, my iPad just tipped over, and then move this to the side, I can get the red block in the bottom left corner like that, and then I can move you up here. So if I keep going down this path, I can get you here, you there, move you up here, and then like that. Oh, actually, oh, okay, I might be onto something. I might be able to start moving it towards the exit, bit by bit, little by little. Because if I move this down here and then like that, I can move this to the side, and then I can shift this over to the right just by one, and then drag this down. And now I just need to move all the pieces down here so that I can free the ability to move this over to the left, and then get this up here so I can move this up to the top, get this to the right so I can move it 1 inch further. The goal here is just to move it over slowly, bit by bit, little by little. And we're gonna do that again here. We're gonna move this down all over here so that I can slide this over to the left. Actually, I think I might have messed up. Actually, okay, I think I might have taken this in the wrong direction, but that's fine because we still win. Because I move this up here, drag this all to the side like this, and then get it out. I said get it out. I said get it. Okay, that's annoying because it counts my moves even though I got it over the arrows. But whatever. I'm not gonna. Okay, that was tough. Wonderful is a classic example of a sliding puzzle. That was tough. That was a lot harder than the other ones, but we still managed to persevere. There we are. The door should open now.
Amazing as always, Professor. Now about Simon, what exactly happened in the mansion? Did Don Palo really make off with Simon?
I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think that Don Palo followed us into the manor. That's when he met Simon, or came across him as the case may be. I suspect Simon had only collapsed when Don Palo found his body sprawled on the floor.
Just like with Raymond. So maybe Simon had also stopped functioning properly. I guess all the robots break down sooner or later, and when they do, Bruno comes to collect them. And he fixes them here in the basement of the tower. Oh, do you suppose the noises from the tower are actually the sounds of Bruno's machines working?
I think you're spot on, Luke. That must be why people began to associate the disappearances with the roaring from the tower. Don't forget that, despite his peculiar appearance, Don Palo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realized why Simon had stopped moving. If it weren't for the golden apple, Don Palo likely would have left St. Mystere right then. I'm sure he was eager to take apart the robot and learn how it worked.
And that must have been when he decided to disguise himself as Inspector Kimberly, right? That rat made up the whole murder story on the spot.
But that's not the whole mystery. Come on, Luke. We must keep moving. I'll explain the rest as we go.
Okay. That puzzle was tough. That was really, really hard. Alright, great. We keep solving more mysteries. This all just boils down to the fact that they're all robots, which... Oh boy. Alright, well, let's keep on upward and onward. Oh, hey there.
Yeah, fancy meeting you here, dearie. How'd you like to try a little puzzle I made up?
How on earth did she get up here? She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny, I didn't even see the old girl pass us.
Quit whispering amongst yourselves and try out my puzzle already. It's your humdinger.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Number 98, card order. The puzzle's worth 70 picarats. You've placed one joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on a table. Use the hints below to determine the position for each card. 1. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. 2. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. 3. Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. And 4. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Okay, so that's a lot of information. So what we know, so the heart can't, the heart can't go here because the club has to be to the right of it. So that much we know for sure. We know that the diamond, the spade can't be anywhere near the spade can't be anywhere near the diamond or the joker. The joker can't be anywhere near the club can't be anywhere near the joker or the diamond, and the diamond can't be anywhere near the spade or the heart. Okay, so if the joker and the diamond can't be next to the club, then that's only one of two possibilities. Either this setup is correct and the club is the one that's on the far right of the area, or we shift it back one and the spade goes here. That's the only other possible solution, or the only other possible thing to complete that gap. Actually, I think that might actually fulfill the rest of these, right? Because with this in mind, if we put the diamond here and the joker here, I said the joker here, then the diamond and the joker aren't next to the club, the diamond and the spade aren't next to the heart, and the diamond and the joker are next to the spade. This should satisfy it, right?
Luke, here's my answer.
There we go. That was much easier than the last one. Good God. Okay. Whew, excellent. Only a strong grasp of the principles of logic can you get through a puzzle like this.
Oh yes, that's the answer, alright. Well then I guess I'll be off. Come visit me sometime.
I don't think we'll be coming back to this village for a long time after we beat this game.
I guess you followed us in here.
Puzzle 98, card order is now in your puzzle index. Alright, let's keep on moving upward. I don't know how much longer. I'm assuming that puzzle number 100 is going to be the final one, so we're coming up on the end. Oh, we're almost there.
Just like I thought, there's another puzzle locking this door. It looks really difficult, Professor.
Oh boy, haven't you learned by now? No puzzles without an answer. Now, we simply need to find that answer. Here, allow me. Puzzle number 99, 33333, exclamation point. Great. Use each of the numbers 1 through 9 exactly once to fill in the blanks to complete this equation. Oh, what the... Oh, God. Okay. That... I don't even... Oh, how in the hell? Okay, so... basic logic tells me that these have to... Each pair of numbers that we find here has to either be... a large number subtracted from a small number that equals 3. So, like, for instance, easiest example, we put 6 here and 3 there, then 6 minus 3 equals 3. Alternatively, we could also do, I mean, so that's one, so now what else would equal 3? So, 4 minus 1, 5 minus 2, 7 minus 4, 8 minus 5, there's an infinite amount of, okay, so we'll try... I guess we'll work away from, so we can try 8, 5. These all, I mean, there's an infinite number. So based on that, the other possibility that I forgot to mention is that the other thing we could do is that if we put like, if we put 1 here and we put 7 there, obviously you can't take 7 away from 1 without going into negatives, and that's not what we want to do here. So we have to, this is like elementary school math. What you do is you would take 1 from the next number over. So I guess, actually that would work well here if we put 4 there. Actually, no, that will work great right here. If we put 4 right there, and then if we put 2 and 9 here, that completes it. Because, so, 6 minus 3 is 3, 8 minus 5 is 3. 2 minus 9 can't do that, so you have to make 2 into 12, and you do that by taking 1 away from the 1 right here to make 12 minus 9, which is 3, obviously. And then, now we need to, we take the value here and turn it into 10 by taking 1 away from here, so 10 minus 7 equals 3, and then 4 by default becomes 3, which equals 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Perfect, I think. Is my math correct? Yes, it is. Okay, that was cool. That one was really good. Okay, That's right, there are 2 correct configurations possible. Did you manage to figure both out? I guess we could have swapped the last 2, because 6 minus 3 and 8 minus 5 could have been interchangeable. Because they aren't dependent on the ones that are to the immediate left of them, so we could have swapped those around, I guess. Alright.
Creativity and persistence, Luke. As long as you have these, no person is beyond your reach. Professor, I was just thinking. Is it you remember that picture we found in Lady Dahlia's room? The one of Bevan's late wife, Violet, holding a child who appears to be the young Flora? Of course. That's the one. It's uncanny how Lady Violet looks like Lady Dahlia. You see those Bevan Reinhold's journal entries to talk about Lady Dahlia? Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this.
The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive.
That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia is actually a robot built to resemble Lady Violet?
That's entirely possible, maybe even probable given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story that these entries tell. Do you remember what the next entry said? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sorry to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You're my first, my last, and my only. The Bevan arranged for the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife. But living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for him. Thus he decided to change the robot's personality, and so Lady Dahlia was created. As she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition.
Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure, but I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think?
I hope that they do.
I have some choice words for this game when we get to the end of it. Alright, alright, here we go. Oh, hey, Gizmo. Is there a hidden coin here somewhere? I mean, not that we need it anymore. Or not that we need them anymore, because I'm pretty sure we're coming up on the final puzzle of the game. But, you know, thanks for helping me out, Gizmo.
Suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, well, it seems we have another puzzle in the way before we get there.
Alright, puzzle 100, 7 squares. I have a feeling this is going to be the last puzzle of the game, so let's make it count. 70 to 70 Pickerots, here we go. Your task is to draw lines between the pins on this board to form 7 squares. The 7 squares do not have to be uniform in size, but you can only use each pin once. Alrighty then, give it a shot. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll use the same principles that we learned from the last one, which is that we're gonna have to make squares that are tilted diagonally in order to occupy the most amount of space. So I guess we can just start. God, I don't even know where can I even begin with this. I guess I can try to start big and then like kind of close in, like start with a bigger perimeter and then create the ones within the perimeters. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So the biggest one I can find. Yeah, first let's change the color to cyan, which is the best color, obviously. This set right here seems a little. Let's just restart. This set right here is a little set apart from the rest of them. I can make a square there, but I'm not gonna. We'll just keep that as a placeholder for now, because they seem very deliberately kept apart from the rest of these dots. But I have a feeling I can probably, because like I can connect these two together like that. So then what would we connect from there? I can connect this to that, and then this to that, like there. So that forms that. So that's gonna be our big square. And I guess this forms another square right here. Do I have to make them all the same color? Or do I have to make them different colors? I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep them all cyan for the time being. Cyan's my favorite color. So that forms that square. So then this has to connect to a different square. So what would logically connect to this point? I guess I can reach here, which would then reach up here and then connect over there. No, not that. Is there an undo button? Can I? Uh-oh. Do I have to restart now? Oh no. Oh no. Do I have to restart? Oh god. Okay. Memorize. Okay, so this goes here. That's annoying. I can't undo. Okay, that sucks. So this connected here. No, it didn't. I messed up again. Okay, this connects. Why is there no undo button? Why would you not have given? Why would you not have given me an undo button for this? So it's here, here, here. Okay. There we go. So, where were we? We were trying to figure out a place for. Actually, let's ignore that for now, because there's a. I'm gonna try to connect the stray dots, because there's a couple stray dots all over the place. Like this connects. I'm guessing those two are gonna connect together. I need to connect these two to form the actual square, and I can connect this to the stray dot up here, which I can then connect to this stray dot. And okay, so if I can. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 5 squares so far. So now I just need to make. I need to make squares out of the remaining set. Well, this forms an obvious square right here, and then this one also forms a square like so. I think that works.
That should do it.
There we go. Okay,
Another puzzle solved.
possibly the final puzzle of the game conquered. That's right. Tracking down all those little, all those tilted squares was pretty fun, wasn't it?
Now we're free to keep climbing. You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge and yet there's almost nothing inside of it. Yes, quite, other than Bruno's room in the basement, where the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that is why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower's like a giant megaphone. Why would anyone want to construct a big purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing. Have you ever considered that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of the many trials that have been set out for seekers of the Golden Apple. Of course, that makes perfect sense. I mean, that's also why the tower looks so scary on the outside.
Okay. Well, let's head up and see if there's any more puzzles waiting for us, or if we're coming up on the end of the game.
This one doesn't appear to have any puzzles set up for us. So if we climb this spiral staircase, then maybe... Reach the top floor? I think you may be right, my boy. Come, let's hurry.
Alright. Here we go.
Oh my gosh! Our view was obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming little cottage like this here? Look, the lights are on, Professor! It would appear that someone is living here.
You know, you gotta be really high up. I can't imagine. It's probably getting hard to breathe the further up you go. I don't know how tall this tower is, but I can't imagine. Someone's living all the way up here? Alright. Save your progress? Absolutely. I do not want to have to go through all those puzzles again. But we conquered all of them fairly easily. Had a few hiccups along the way with the ball sliding ones, or the block sliding ones, but still, okay. Well, let's go inside. You've reached the top of the tower. Continue into the house, return to the village to explore more. We're gonna continue into the house. I don't know why you would pick the other option. Unless I literally can't go back to the village after this point, in which case, I guess we won't be doing those bonus puzzles.
What kind of person would live in a place like this? Unbelievable, just look at this room. The stuff only has to be worth gazillions. This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of. So might be standing in the same room as the Golden Apple at this very moment?
It's you!
Oh, great, it's the creepy girl from earlier.
What's this? What's going on here?
My boy, what you see here is the Golden Apple herself.
What? 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 Okay, first off, something I wanted to mention a little while ago is that when the Golden Apple, as she's apparently called, had her glasses on, she reminded me of Gretchen from Phineas and Ferb. But that's besides the point. She's the Golden Apple. Okay, let's keep going, game.
Professor, you knew about this? I had an inkling. Don't you see how genius it is, though? The parent didn't write to the widow to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim was to find a worthy guardian for his daughter, and he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so.
So, oh god. So let me get this straight. This whole this whole game was just a really extravagant shenanigan to get to find a babysitter. To find a glorified babysitter by having them solve a bunch of puzzles. Just to make sure I'm following the plot correctly.
My name is Floor. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long.
So, what kind of a life is this? You live up at the top of the tower, up in the atmosphere, for years, waiting for some poor soul to solve 100 puzzles to come find you? And this is all because Reinhold wanted some... just... so the worth of the babies is determined by the... Oh, okay, oh boy.
Oh no, before Papa passed, he told me I should wait here for someone until someone from outside St. Mystere came for me. Papa said whoever came for me would be someone I could trust in my life.
How could you possibly know that?
So that's why you kept watching us move about town. What was that?
What's going on? Oh!
What?
Here I
Ready or not?
follow me. Come now.
Yeah, there's no way. You'd be dead for sure. There's no way you could possibly make it to the bottom of that tower before it collapsed. Okay, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, so this game needs to slow the hell down. So, oh my god. I swear to God that the first thing to pop into my head, and the reason why I cackled maniacally is because I saw that flying spaceship thing, and I'm like, oh, did Dr. Eggman decide to pop by with his giant spinning chain balls? I guess he did. And so, you're gonna knock... I thought you wanted to keep the golden apple for yourself, now you're gonna knock down the...
Follow me, must evacuate this tower immediately.
Yeah, no, there's no way. You're not getting to the bottom in time.
What now?
You couldn't possibly. There's just no way.
Luke, go ahead without us. I have an idea.
But wait.
We're fine. Go on.
Right.
It's all right, dear. This way.
What are we going to do?
I've got it. Just wait a moment, Flora. You're moving at a very leisurely pace given the circumstance. This tower would have collapsed by now. I'm so... What are you making? What? You're not Phineas and Ferb! You can't do this!
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky.
What is this? What is going on?
No. This isn't over yet, Layton. Just you wait. One day, I will have my revenge on you.
What is this game?
Hold tight.
I still don't buy that Luke would have been able to get to the bottom of the tower in time. Also, he probably would have been killed by the wreckage after the fact. I don't think he could have been able to run away in time. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Alright.
Thank goodness you're alright, Professor. Downpowder's flying contraption was something else. I really thought we were done for back there.
Yes, it was all quite dodgy, but he also provided us with the answer to one of our ongoing mysteries. Do you remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Reinhold Manor?
The one that spooked Claudia? Oh, so that must have been the noise.
You put it together. The rocket was likely Don Pedro's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, then we now know the approximate time of Don Pedro's entrance into St. Mystere. That makes
perfect sense. It figures that the Franco wouldn't have noticed Don Pedro's entrance. So Flores, the golden apple everyone's been looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dolly and the others were searching for never existed in the first place.
No, I'm fairly certain they weren't mistaken. I do believe a fortune is hidden somewhere within this town. But the Bevan would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know to look.
You mean that Flora knows where the treasure is hidden? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about a treasure or anything like that.
Let's head back to Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear everything up there. That was... So, you know how in the new Phineas and Ferb movie, when they're falling... Spoilers. When they're falling from the sky, you can believe that they have the ability to form a glider based purely on the materials that they have with them, because they've been established throughout the entire show to be very resourceful and very, very competent with machinery and inventions and things like that. Professor Layton has not had this build-up. Like, that was so out of nowhere to just go, I believe I can fly, and soar out of the tower on a freaking... What? What? Oh, okay. Like, I'm not really mad, because, like, I haven't really been taking this story seriously at all up until this point, but I mean... Come on! Like, really? Come on.
Professor, do you really think that the treasure could be located here?
Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune.
But I've already looked at it.
If we solve this mystery, Luke, I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. Touch the painting where the golden apple is hidden. What? I have to find the golden... Touch the... Well, since the game so helpfully pointed out to us where her little tattoo is, it's probably around here. Is it not? Is it not? What? The thing... The tattoo is right here, what do you mean? What? So can I just tap everything until eventually something works? Like, the freaking tattoo is right here. Also, haha, funny joke. But, very funny joke. But the freaking... Okay, I need a hint. Come now, Mo, think carefully. Yes, I know! I'm aware! I saw it too! But when I clicked here, it didn't let me do anything! What? Oh, sure, game. Sure thing, game. Sure thing, dude. This time it lets me click it. Alright. Okay.
I remember now, it's right here. Aha! A hidden switch.
The switch seems to have actually hit the wall.
And I think that Reinhold Manor held the secret behind this painting all along. It looks like it's a passage that leads farther in. Oh.
Let's see where this passage goes.
Oh my goodness, look at this place. I had no idea.
We found the Cave of Wonders.
How in the world did you know this switch was hidden in the painting?
Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians for his only daughter. You saw it too, did you not? That peculiar mark on her neck that only appeared once she laughed? In other words, Ben Reinhold set one last requirement for the potential inheritor to his fortune. He wanted someone who could make Flora smile again. So the tattoo only appears if she smiles. Okay. Okay. This game needs to stop. So that person and that person only would better reveal the location of his actual fortune.
That's unbelievable, Professor, but it all makes sense now.
Does it now? Does it really? Flora, my little Flora.
Listen, where's that voice coming from?
Flora, you made it here at last.
That voice, Papa, is that you? Papa!
My dear Flora, has the village watched over you as I would have? I built St. Mystere for you so that you would never have to know the true loneliness. I'll be fair, Bruno did the actual building, but that's beside the point. So wait, so you constructed... Oh my god, okay. So, you constructed a town of fake people so that your daughter would have friends. And then you built a tower for her to hide out in, guarded with a bunch of puzzles for people to solve in search of a hidden treasure called the Golden Apple so that they'd prove their intelligence to... Oh, this game, what is going on? Ah, my gracious grandson, I'm not there to see you become a young woman, but please know that I want nothing more for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give you that or not is up to you, I suppose. And to you who have found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartiest congratulations. If you can make it through the barrage of puzzles I set before you, I imagine a person of your abilities has already caught on, but allow me to reveal St. Mystere's secret.
What's he gonna be saying to Mystere?
Recently, I was told by my physician that I don't have much time left on this earth. I can come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in this world torments me. This is why I've commissioned Bruno to construct St. Mystere. At least this way she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture to the outside world. That... Ugh. Streets and buildings are the bones of the village, but its heart is the people who live in it. That's why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked my team to make news of my death public only once Flora has grown past childhood. So, stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. There's a lot of questions I have about this, some of which I don't really feel like getting into right now. But generally speaking, like on a purely surface level, keeping someone locked away in an environment that is not conducive of how the outside world actually functions is not generally going to suit them very well when they eventually return back to the outside world. So, yeah, I don't know how well... This plan was not well thought out in the slightest. Equally important to me is finding someone whom I can trust with my daughter and my fortune. That's why the inhabitants of St. Mystere are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. If you made it this far, it must mean you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I didn't know your daughter was the treasure until 5 minutes ago, just so you know. I'm confident you will take good care of my fortune and my Flora. Like, what? So, okay. So, you marketed this as someone, as like, hey, come to St. Mystere and find this hidden treasure. So, anybody who came up to this point would have come to the conclusion that, oh, but it's not a treasure? Okay, well then who cares? Like, if most people who came to this would probably have been treasure hunters, not Professor Layton. And they would have been like, oh, it's not an actual treasure or golden apple that I can take? Oh, well, excuse me, screw this then, I'm heading out, peace. So your plan, okay. So everything in this room, the whole of my fortune belongs to you now. When you remove from here, St. Mystere will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into a deep sleep from which they are never to awaken, and then the town will explode.
Now wait just a minute, is he saying that if we take the treasure off, St. Mystere will just disappear?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, Duke. But it's possible that St. Mystere is designed to shut down the instant we lay hand on the treasure.
What happens? Everyone will just stop? Like, just like what's with the strings cut?
Leave it to you, brave traveler. Draw the curtain on St. Mystere and lay this lifeless village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now. That is such a heavy burden, by the way. You're just like, hey, random stranger looking for a treasure. You're a dad now, or you're a mom now. Good, have fun. See you later. This plan. Okay.
Oh, Papa. I can't believe it. If we even touch this treasure, all of St. Mystere will suddenly grind to a halt.
Which doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Flora, by rights, this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it.
I don't want it.
But why ever not, my dear?
The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as to villages to watch me grow up.
Which is creepy, if you think about it.
I want St. Mystere, my village, to stay just as it is, forever.
I see. Then so it shall be. But what of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village?
Wow. Wow. I don't have words. Actually, this is quite alright, madam.
Certainly, if leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile.
Goodbye then, little village. What an astonishing village that was, Professor Layton. Does this mean you'll be gracing the front page of the London Times again sometime soon?
No, Luke. St. Mistell's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You see, my dear boy, we don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
You know, as far as the public's concerned, you just kidnapped this poor girl. Like, without knowledge of what Saint Mystere is, you're looking like a bunch of kidnappers to everyone else. Is that it? Is that the end of the game? Oh boy! So, let's review. So we started the game going on an adventure to a village to solve some puzzles and find a hidden treasure, and we ended the game with Layton and Luke as parents / guardians of some random dude's daughter. That was well, I can't say I didn't have fun playing that. That would okay, so let's disregard everything we just learned over the course of the past hour for the time being. That was essentially 2 games at the same time. So on the one hand, you have the Indiana Jones style adventure unraveling the mystery of the village and the Golden Apple. And then on the other end, you have a brain teaser game where it's just a gauntlet of puzzles and brain teasers to solve one after the other. The problem, like, either of those types of games function great individually. If you want to have a visual novel where we're just solving the mystery, that works. If you wanted to have a brain teaser puzzle game where we solve a bunch of brain teasers, that works too. But combining them together in the way that this game chose to do it did not work as well as it thinks it did, because so until the final tower, a lot of the puzzles that we solved did not tie into the story in the slightest. Some did. There were some that did tie into the story really well, you know. The prologue was entirely that, the map puzzle, the bridge puzzle, all that. The underground temple, those puzzles were tailor-made for progressing the story. And then, of course, the final tower was entirely puzzles that were like, that was just the final gauntlet of getting through all the puzzles to get to the top of the tower and solve the mysteries. But almost every other puzzle in the game was either something just some random town person said, like, hey, I have a puzzle for you. You wanna hear my puzzle? It's like, okay, but we're kind of like trying to track down a missing person right now. Do you mind if we go do that? Nope, you must solve this puzzle first. And then the other type was when you stumbled upon some random thing, and like the Ferris wheel, for instance, and then Layton's like, oh, Luke, my boy, this reminds me of a wonderful puzzle. Would you like to solve it? It's like, I mean, we're kind of in the middle of solving a very important mystery right now. Layton, what are you doing here? It just really, really wrecked the pacing. Because, like, the thing is, if this game were just, like, a string of... If it was just the puzzles, like, just a list of, kind of like Where's My Water, if you remember that game where it's just level after level after level with no really overarching story to connect them together. That would have worked. You know, it would have been, obviously you would have missed a story element, but, you know, it wouldn't have, the pacing would have been better because then the focus is the, oh. Hey guys, welcome back for your adventure. Where'd you get this person from?
So this is where you and Professor Layton live. Welcome to London. I love this. When I first arrived in London, everything was new and exciting. I'm having such a wonderful time, and it's all thanks to the Professor and Luke. Sometimes I feel like I might end up in danger when I'm with them. But anyway, I'm happy. If you're up there somewhere, Papa, thank you. And don't worry about me. I'm going to be just fine.
So, game, I know you thought you were sneaky there by hiding the evil, mysterious, crazy man in the background, but you were not sneaky. You did not fool me. I saw that clear as day, so there's that sequel bait. But though you've reached the story's end, Professor Layton in the Curious Village is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? Precisely 120 puzzles are hidden throughout the town, so why not try to complete every puzzle? Also be sure to check the bonuses section to fulfill certain conditions to unlock more bonus content. Your game will save now. When you continue, you resume play at the top of the tower. Save your completed game. Yes. Please. Please, yes. And that just starts the game over. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, pacing. If it was just a... I'm gonna take my headset off so I can talk without the music playing in the background. If it was just a series of puzzles to solve in a gauntlet fashion, like, you know, level after level after level with no story, the pacing that would have been a lot better. But when you have the puzzles in conjunction with the story, that creates a really that creates a lot of pacing problems, because then it's the issue of, okay, so now I'm just doing the story and not enough puzzles, or I'm only doing 1,000 puzzles and I haven't touched the story in a long time. So you're focusing on one or the other without really striking a balance between the two, and it just feels disjointed. Now, towards the end, it did start to focus more on the story than the puzzles, but it just, I don't know, they could have done a lot better with the actual pacing of how that was all laid out. The puzzles themselves, there were, you know, like, the puzzles, let's be clear, were the best part of this game, easily. There's a lot of really clever ones to solve, but there were also a lot of really tricky ones, and I don't mean tricky ones as in difficult ones. I mean tricky ones as in the entire gimmick of the puzzle is that it's a trick. Like, oh, you roll a die 3 times in a row. What's the probability of rolling a 6 on the 3rd time? It's like, it's the same as the first two. The probability of the final outcome is not indicative of the outcome of the first. Is not indicated by the outcome of the first two. Or if 2 people grab their umbrellas, will the 3rd person grab their umbrella? What's the probability? And it's just. Or if these 2 people split the yard work of 50-50, how should they get equally paid? And it's just, a lot of the puzzles, some of them, or a large chunk of those puzzles, or the puzzles of the game were like that, and they were kind of annoying, because it's like, once you see the trick, it's easy, there's no deductive reasoning or anything like that. But overall, the puzzles were still really fun to solve, and then the story, oh my god, the story. I never was really super invested in it from the beginning. But, so I'm not really, like, I'm not, by any means, I'm not mad at what we just witnessed, but, I mean, come on, like, the whole village being robots and being some trap, or not trap, but test for parenthood, and taking her away, and her being up there, and the I would need to stop and think for a little while longer to properly break down everything I just experienced, but, I mean, you heard my thoughts as I was playing through it. It was something. I will give it that much. I am curious to see, I mean, to be clear, I'm gonna play the remaining games. I bought them. I bought the trilogy for my iPad. I may as well play through them. And by no means did I not enjoy this. I really enjoyed playing through this game. I had a lot of fun solving the puzzles, and I had a lot of fun, experiencing the story. Maybe not for the reasons the game wanted me to, but I still enjoyed it. So I'm curious to see how this goes in the future. Overall, was the game as good as I thought it was going to be? No, but I mean, it was still an enjoyable ride, and it made me want to play the other games. So there's that at least. But that's not the end of the Let's Play though. I do still have to go into the bonus section and solve. Yeah, touch this file. It'll load this. So what's even in here? Weekly puzzles, puzzle index, top secret. Okay, we're gonna check top secret first. Never mind. Oh wait, the hidden door. Isn't this the thing that Layton unlocked for us? These puzzles once you retain to gain access to top secret files. Oh, never mind. Oh, so this is like a behind the scenes thing? Oh. That's pretty neat. Okay, so that's what the charms are used for. Okay, great. So we'll take a look at Layton's challenges, I guess. Oh no, the inventor's house is what he unlocked for us. That's what it was. Okay. Test your routines. The hardest puzzles the process are offered. Do you have what it takes to solve them? I guess we'll find out. So we'll check out some of these puzzles in the bonus episode, and we'll see how it all goes. But as for the game as a whole, in summary, story kind of went off the rails. Puzzles were fun for the most part, but there were some rough ones. Pacing was a problem throughout the whole thing. But overall, still a solid experience. I would recommend checking this out to anyone who hasn't already, although I imagine most people watching this probably have already played this game. I'm definitely going to play the sequel, but first we got to get to the bonus episodes. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to catch you all later for some more Professor Layton in the Curious Village. Goodbye.